play. I wanna sing my song. I just wanna run and not be gone too long, 'cause this time is precious still. I wanna keep it close to me. I'm wishing on a star to make more time to see. You can always dream. You can put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. You can always dream. No one's taken that from you. Only you can see it through, just like the way you do. So feed it from your soul and weigh it from both sides. The fulcrum and the tides will give direction that you'll know. You can always dream. You can put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. When you make the time, it's a game of give and take. When the balance is at stake, you need to take a look inside. Look deep into your heart and remember how it feels. It's where the answer lies and tells you what is real. You can always dream. You can put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming.
Good morning, Celebration Center. Glad to see those bright, shining faces. Yay! Happy August. Wow, can you believe it? I can't believe it. So I love synchronicities. I'm going to tell you. So let's see. The theme today, or the theme for the month, is about fear and anger, and interesting theme. And when I was looking for quotes, I looked like Ernest Holmes and I don't know, a couple others in the New Thought movement, and somehow I came across more of a Buddhist slant, which actually fit what the description was. I thought, well, that's really interesting. And I'm reading Nellie's book, which is about her journey to India and Buddhism and her ties to Christianity. And so there was a synchronicity for me there. There was something else. I should have written it down. It's okay. It may come to me. And so I'm Jen Fay. I'm one of the practitioners here. I'll be your host and the practitioner today. And let's just take a breath together. And one more. So they say when we synchronize our breath that magic happens. Just reminding you, the theme for the year is open at the top, and I'm adding open at the bottom too. Because top, to me, is the invisible realm, bottom, Mother Earth, Gaia, we need to be open there. And so let's take a moment to just be grateful for those who are helping to create this service. We're going to start with the tech team, Ivar and Arav. Arav, did I say that right? Arav. I need to write it phonetically. Thank you. Thank you for being here and doing what you're doing, because we couldn't do this without you. I'm the host. And we have Nellie as the speaker. Yay. And we have Lynn with us on video today. Yay. Just so you know, this service is being recorded. And so to remind us about this open at the top business, Ernest Holmes believes science of mind is a teaching that is ever-changing, allowing us to be open at the top, and I'm going to add and bottom, yet grounded in timeless spiritual principles. And so we are encouraged to ask ourselves, do my beliefs measure up to truth? Reminds me of the gatherings, the discussion group we've been having about what we believe in relation to the statements that Ernest Holmes created. And asking ourselves, do these beliefs, do they invite us to stretch beyond what is comfortable and to embody the spirituality that grows, evolves, and questions? So this month, with the theme of fear, the fear and the furious, we will consider why fear and anger are significant in our spiritual development. So anger can be seen as a force for change. So how do we honor our anger and still choose love as we consider what needs to change? Anger and fear can also be like a sacred compass that encourages us to move toward a greater clarity. Fear doesn't have to mean that we feel threatened. It can be a teacher to learn from and give and inspire us to move toward compassionate action for the good of all. And might our greatest power be when we come together collaboratively and look at how we can stay open and compassionate even when we feel afraid. So, welcome everyone. We have our opening song with Lynn.
I start my day with love. When I start my day with love, that's what I get more of, is love. When I start my day with love, when I start my day with love, that's what I get more of, is love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. When I start my day with peace, when I start my day with peace, I feel that sweet release of peace. When I start my day with peace, when I start my day with peace, I feel that sweet release of peace. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. I start my day with joy. When I start my day with joy, everything I do is infused with joy. When I start my day with joy, when I start my day with joy, everything I do is infused with joy. Joy, joy, joy. Joy, joy, joy. Joy, joy, joy. Joy, joy, joy. When I start my day with love, when I start my day with peace, when I start my day with joy, I feel that sweet release. When I start my day with love, when I start my day with peace, when I start my day with joy, I feel that sweet release. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love.
Thank you, Lynn. That was a great choice in music. Okay, so we here in the philosophy of science of mind, we are big believers in prayer. And so if you have a prayer request, feel free to fill out one of the green cards. There used to be one here. That's okay, on the table. Or if you're online, you can go to the website, celebrationcenter.org. There's a request affirmative prayer button. And you can fill out the form there. You can ask one of us after service, myself, Faith, if you want a little private prayer from one of us. We're happy to do that. We love to pray. We have a button that says, "Make my day, ask me to pray." Okay, so let's say our purpose statement together. We are celebrating spirit within and knowing the oneness of all life. And so I invite you to just take another breath with me. Perhaps closing your eyes or softening your gaze. And just feel the breath moving through you and connecting with your heart. And so the more I study with the modern mystics, and probably the ancient ones too, but I'm just so much more aware of this heart space, the power of each heart, that is like a portal. And so as you continue to focus on your heart, that energy expands, filling your own body, your aura field, and all around you, wherever you are. It's a blessing for you, and it's a blessing for the world to connect with that heart space. And so there is one life expressing through all of life. as this one heart, this one love, this one peace, this expansive energy of life, life force, energy, whatever you want to call this essence that supports us. That when we tap into this energy, we have the ability to expand our consciousness, expand our awareness, and expand in the process an expression, a greater expression of who we are and why we are here. And so even within the moments of fear, we can turn that over to this powerful heart that will give us compassion, that will bring peace, that will remind us of a truth that is greater than fear, which is love. And so it's from this place of connection to this heart that has become this one frequency of love through this prayer, that we send it out into the world. Perhaps there's someone in particular that you know that could use this soothing, loving wave of energy. Perhaps an area in the world that you are aware of, and I don't know, to me it seems like everywhere can use this wave of love. And so as we hold this energy within us and set it free, it comes back to us, amplified. And so we keep this flow moving, going, growing, expanding, becoming, allowing the highest and best to reveal itself. I'm grateful for this prayer, for this time in this sacred space, to just know that life supports us, love soothes us and inspires us to be more without any pressure. It just happens naturally. We find ourselves with an open heart, a light heart, an expansive space of being. And so I release these words and ideas into that universal law that always responds perfectly. We are that one heart, that one love, and all those high frequencies that heal and reveal truth. And so it is. So the brief quotes that I found for this theme, the first one came from Pema Chodron. Fear is the natural reaction to moving closer to the truth. If we look at fear as a signpost that shows us where we are holding back, the fear becomes our teacher. It's the vanguard of wisdom and courage. And from Thich Nhat Hanh, we have the power to look deeply at our fear, and then fear cannot control us. The first part is looking at your fear. It's just an invitation into your awareness without any judgment. We just acknowledge this gently, this fear, these feelings, and just that brings relief. Just that brings relief. Okay, we have a second song from Lynn.
Here's an original song called When We Keep Our Eyes on Spirit. forward, we're not what has happened to us. We are floating in a sea of love. Our choices are words, our voices are heard. Direct and guide our course that we create. We're never lost when we keep our eyes on spirit, when we keep our eyes on God. Wonders restoring what's been locked up inside is rising up. On this climb we're lifted up, we flow in time. When we keep our eyes on spirit, when we keep our eyes on God. Looking upward, there's more than what's before our eyes. We are swimming in a sea of light. Our vision is keen, our actions are seen. What we choose to do in time illuminates from our mind. When we keep our eyes on spirit, when we keep our eyes on God. Wonders restoring what's been locked up inside is rising up. On this climb we're lifted up, we flow in time. When we keep our eyes on spirit, when we keep our eyes on God. Looking above to the vast blue sky, an ocean of light fills our eyes. Looking above to the dark, starry night, we're resting in love of divine light. When we keep our eyes on spirit, when we keep our eyes on God. Wonders restoring what's been locked up inside is rising up. There's no steep climb, we're lifted up, we flow in time. When we keep our eyes on spirit, when we keep our eyes on God. Keep our eyes on spirit, when we keep our eyes on God.
Thank you, Lynn. So our speaker today, Nellie Lauth, is not a guest. She's family. She's family. And we love it when she's here, and I always look forward to her message. So please give a warm welcome to Nellie.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Welcome and namaskarams. Namaskarams. I honor the sacred within you and with all the universe. Well, it is synchronistic. I didn't know the theme. This is terrible to admit. I didn't know the theme was looking at fear and anger. Oy, what a time to look at fear and anger. There are a lot of reasons to be fearful, and there are a lot of reasons to be really angry, and that's called the news. But here we want to go beyond that. And so we're going to meet a new friend who's going to take us beyond, but I'll open by telling you this. One time I was in a sweat lodge. I don't like sweat lodges. A lodge is very, 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 very hot. I hate heat. We're sitting around the fire for many, many, many hours. The woman who was the water pourer and held the pipe was trained at Pine Ridge. Everything she did was very, very, very sacred. Her teacher is Basil Braveheart of the Lakota Sioux, same. And she knew I was claustrophobic, but we stayed all day. You know, the big grandfathers, the rocks are in a fire. And when they start to take the shovel and bring them into the lodge, talk about fear and anger. It's a hell realm for me. And we all walk in and walk around the pit where the grandfathers are. And I guess the miracle of this experience is we started to pray in silence in the lodge. And you know what they do is they cover it with blankets. It is pitch black. You can see nothing. And you get cooked. And what happened for me was extraordinary. The reason I'm mentioning this is around the time of 9/11. We here live close to Washington, D.C. We remember the fear, the attack on the Pentagon. A friend of mine was walking into the eastern entrance of the Pentagon. And we went and prayed by the fire that night. And remember, there were no planes flying anymore. Remember the silence. Remember the air cleared over time, no pollution. And in the lodge, a few weeks later, we're still under this great threat. Something happened. It's as if the lodge opened. That crown, the lodge just opened, and I was no longer aware of the heat, my body, the conflict, the threat. I was aware of this vast, infinite space, the sky, and I felt a peace that is beyond description. And I learned in the lodge how you can go beyond while still being in the fire, right in the midst of all that is happening in our lives. Mystics, and in the lodge it would be our Native American elders and teachers, don't they go beyond? You mentioned mystics as well. Today I want to introduce you to another mystic who also can take you beyond. The place that she went beyond in love of God was called Westerbroek. It was a transition camp in the Second World War. It was one of the camps that you stayed at until you were moved to the death camp like Auschwitz. Etty Hillesum. I'm going to introduce you to Etty Hillesum. There she is. Etty Hillesum is a Dutch woman, a Jewish woman. She's not don't read that yet. Don't read that prayer yet. Oh, well, see, everybody, I told you. I did say put it up there. This is Etty Hillesum. She was studying with a Freudian psychoanalyst. You know Freud. She's not a religious Jew. She's part of a very intellectual community in Amsterdam. And it started with the roundups. We all know these stories. And some of her family were being rounded up and sent to Westerbroek. Now, she didn't need to go. She volunteered to go. Etty Hillesum felt it was an opportunity. And what came out of it is this extraordinary experience like I had, going out of the lodge in the middle of a camp filled with hatred, murder, and violence. She fell in love with God. She experienced this love of God. This was, at the time, she was about 26 years old. And her faith really was intensified first at Westerbroek. And she said that in the middle of all the agony in that horrible barracks, she could still hear the birds sing. Sometimes she could sneak out and see stars. And what she felt was a repose in herself. She said, I repose in myself. And that part of myself, that deepest and richest part in which I repose, is what I call God. As if I were lying in your arms, O God, so protected and sheltered and so steeped in eternity. As if every breath I take were filled with it, and as if my smallest acts and words had a deeper source and a deeper meaning. Truly, my life is one long hearkening unto myself and unto others, unto God. And if I say that I hearken, it is really God who hearkens inside me, the most essential and deepest in the other, God to God. She wrote that in Westerbork. She said in the first few months, she had the greatest advancement in her spiritual life in that camp. And she gives us hope because we're sitting in the middle of holocausts. Yes, it's good to sit in the company of fear and anger and look out into the world, and we do see many appearances of war, hatred, violence, murder. Now, that's just in my family. That was a joke. It might be in your body as you age. Has anyone had that happen? All of these challenges. It's not important that we say, well, my suffering is not as great as Eddie Hillesum. It is more important that you look at the nature of suffering. It is the mind that forgets God, whatever you call God. So those first few months, she felt grateful to be in this camp. Is that not extraordinary to you? This is our guide. She's saying, you're sitting in the middle of a Holocaust. I will help you as all others of all traditions have done. The Rinpoches that I sat with in northern India, the sages and sadhus in Pakistan and in India, all the great sages, the Christian mystics, they're saying the same thing, fall in love. She actually said, if one of the SS began to kick me in the face, and she would witness this, I'm impelled to look into his eyes and say, oh, my brother, what happened to you that brought you to this? She blows me away. So this quote, that beautiful quote she wrote, that I will read to you. Alas, she says to God. She's saying this to God. Alas, there doesn't seem to be much of that you yourself can do about our circumstances, about our lives. Now remember where she was. There's not enough, doesn't look like there's a lot you can do here right now. The SS seem to be in charge. Neither do I hold you responsible. Imagine that faith. You cannot help us, but we must help you and defend your dwelling place inside us to the last. I mean, come on. Many of our sisters and brothers that did perish, especially our Hasidic sisters and brothers, those who survived felt that God had punished them. Some Hasidic teachers feel God punished us. That's why the Holocaust happened, and so we need to become more insular and separate ourselves. And that's what we do, don't we, when we're angry? And we become afraid, and Eddie didn't do that. We might say, you know, God, there doesn't seem to be a lot you can do about what's going on. It seems to it's playing out. Whether it's my body, I mean, I do what I can do. Your husbands, your children. One of my friends had a birthday this week, and her daughter decided to run away that night for days on her birthday. There's not a lot you can do about our circumstances, about our lives. Neither do I hold you responsible. You cannot help us, but we must help you and defend your dwelling place inside us to the last. That's it, isn't it? This capacity to take the hand. This is how God helps us, by saying, this is what you're making up. As if I, God, would shatter myself into a million pieces and say, I like this part better than that part. I like them better than you. Humans do tend to do that. As if God would give you all these diseases and say, this is what you get. It's the sacrifice, the demand of you. We were raised with that, and we still project that, and that's okay. It's just a misunderstanding on our part. I'm looking for my next quote here on my papers. So that prayer to some people is, God can do something. God doesn't intervene in the way we think. God intervenes at the level where God is, which is the level of mind. And that's why we study science of mind. That's what the Buddhists do. That's what my teachers in India, in Advaita, the non-dual teachers. That's why we have mantras. It is to invoke that part of our mind we need to protect. And you know, when I say this to you, you already know this. I'm just saying, here is an example of a woman at 28. Now, do you notice she's getting a little older before she perished? Who found joy in the midst of tremendous suffering, not blaming God. She fell more in love with God and with all those with her, including the SS. That is us. Your mind can't not be with everyone. That's the mind. I'm just blown away. Thomas Merton, one of my other great inspirations, the Christian mystic, what did he do? He was downtown Louisville, Kentucky. Remember, he was in a monastery in Kentucky. He's a hermit, and he was allowed to go downtown to see some friends, and he had a moment like that moment when I left the lodge. And I just went beyond. The mind went beyond. It's still there, as I'm still living in the body. And Merton said he looked around and fell in love with every single person there. He realized, I'm in love with everyone. Eddie Hillesum said, ultimately, we have just one moral duty: to reclaim large areas of peace in ourselves, more and more peace, and to reflect it toward others. And the more peace there is in us, the more peace there will also be in our troubled world. She wrote that in a concentration camp. She kept a journal. 4 of those journals survived. One did not survive. Well, then came the day when the final transport. And it was on September 7th, 1943. Three months before she actually died, on September 7th, 1943, she was placed in the cattle car, the train for Auschwitz. Now, she had written a postcard and had an address on it, and she slid it through the slats. And she wrote, opening the Bible at random, I find this: the Lord is my high tower. Comes out of the Psalms. I am sitting on my rucksack in the middle of a full freight car. Father, mother, and Misha are a few cars away. In the end, the departure came without warning. We left the camp singing. Thank you all for your kindness and care. Her last words, we left the camp singing. Thank you for your kindness and care. We are each experiencing our own camp. The body can be like that. You are not that body. It is extremely limited. You pull the mind out of the body, and out of all of those temptations to be angry and fearful, so that we can help those who don't know there's a way out. And we march along on our pilgrimage with these great saints and sadhus and all those like Eddie, who passed at the age of 29, not broken, but like Christ, not as an exception, she is a demonstration. This is who you are. Hatred and blame isn't going to help us. And so today, as we go into a little meditation, these are just a few words that I wanted to offer you in honor of this Jewish woman whose faith was actually forged in the fires of the Holocaust, and who reminds us, each of us, we, like her, are forged in the fire of fear and anger. And what comes out of it is a deeper strength and conviction. So let's just take a breath. I could go on, but I want to bow to Eddie Hillesum, to bow to this community of seekers in this congregation, to all my brothers and sisters wherever they are gathered. A drug addict in Portland, a cop in New York, people in Japan or any place where there's tsunamis and earthquakes, our brothers and sisters in Iran. And we keep opening our hearts and we bow to all beings without exceptions, all creatures. And we feel ourselves open up as Eddie did. And we find ourselves with a deeper conviction. Call it by any name. There is a reality that is never threatened, from which we cannot leave. Let's sit in that for just a moment and breathe. Keep that fire stoked. And take a deeper breath, and maybe there's an image or just a word that arises to help you anchor this conviction. Shanti, 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 Om. Shanti, 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 Om. Ultimately, we have just one moral duty: to reclaim large areas of peace in ourselves, more and more peace, and to reflect it toward others. And the more peace there is in us, the more peace there will also be in our troubled world. Om Shanti 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 Om. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Ramanaya. Let's rest another moment in that. We left singing. We left singing. If you feel really moved, if your heart's breaking, good, let it break open. This is a time for broken hearts that break open, that go beyond an individuality to the universality. Let's leave singing.
I want to share a song that I wrote about gratitude. This is called Because of You.
Round the table we all sat, ideas passed around inside your hat. You said there's a way from here to there, but my uncertainty sat in the chair next to me. Last morning star has set, choices to be made but haven't yet. There's a shelf to rest your fear. You said close the door on doubt when it's near. With you here I am, with you here I stand. You made this real, and I'm here because of you. Because of you. Trust visits in my sleep. Like the wind, it lifts me into belief. The guides coax me round the bend, and then I see you standing there, my friend. And with you here I am, with you here I stand. You made this real, and I'm here because of you. I'm here because of you. Unexpectedly, your gift unwrapped the waiting when you saw in me possibility. gratitude does a crazy thing. It always makes me cry, so I think I'll sing to all of you who played a part. You brought me here, I hold you in my heart. And with you, here I am with a humble heart. Here I stand. You made this real, and I'm here because of you. I'm here because of you. I'm here with you.
Thank you so much.
Ask for better songs and better music that just kind of flows with the whole service. I mean, really, really. So, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for online who have listened in. And I, for one, hope that I can be here in person when Nellie comes to just feel this energy close up. But I hope that it traveled through the airwaves to each and every one of you online. Because it was certainly good for me. Thank you, Nellie. And yeah, we could, but let's not yet. we are going to go into announcements and such, so we have to kind of get back into this space, and maybe we should. What do you think? I'm talking about, should we give Nellie a round of applause? Yes, we should. That was very, very beautiful.
Thank you, Eddie.
Yes.
I prayed to Eddie a lot.
That's a nice thing. I like that. So we are here, and we like to celebrate new people when they're here. I don't see anyone new in our audience today, but if you're new online and would like to introduce yourself, and if you ever can join us in person, would be very grateful to see you. So if you let us know how you found us, and there's a QR code that you can scan and go online and give us your name, email, and we will be happy to keep in touch with you via newsletter. Today, after service, we have on our schedule our Power of 8 circle at 12:15. This is in person and on Zoom. And next week is our conversation and cookies. And the week after that, the 16th, we're going to renew our early morning conversation. So if you can get to see us here, then that would be great. We're still working with the I believe statements, and this could be the final wrap-up of that. So it will be a powerful time. We start our conversation at 10. It goes till 10:45, and I'd like for you to be here at 9:45 to grab a cup of coffee and a cookie or whatever's on the table. And then we're all settled in. On 8:30, there's another pop-up choir, and so that practice will begin at 9:30 in the morning, if anyone wants to stand up and sing praises. And next Sunday speaker is Reverend J.J. Gioducci. J.J. Gioducci. So, and this is also a time in our service when we remember our offerings, and it's a time of sharing. So your time, treasure, and talent is really important to have this flow of energy called Celebration Center. And I'd like you to join me in being grateful for this community that feeds us on so many levels. And I'm flashing back to a person who used to come and say, I only came for the cookie and the brownie. I only came for the sermon and the brownie. Sermon and brownie, that's all I want. Don't ask me to do anything else. And eventually she was our board president. So whatever reason you are here for and whatever your gift you have to give us, we are welcoming you and your gift. There's many ways to give a financial gift. One is the basket on the table. The other is scanning the QR code and going online and pushing the give button. And you can also visit celebrationcenter.org for a mailing address if you'd like to send a check. So if you would join me in our affirmation for giving, we will say that together. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. And let's just take a moment to ground this gratitude for our center itself and give thanks for the bounty that we have as we come together and know that there is no separation between us and another and us or spirit, that there truly is only one flowing in this energy that we call life. We just give such thanks for the ability to come together in person, for the ability to give so that we have this privilege of coming together and being together and celebrating life in its many forms here on this planet. Because even though we do not appear to look alike or sound alike or act alike, we are one, and we celebrate that and give thanks. And so it is. We have another song with Lynn, and if you'd like to, she usually sings a song that we can stand up and sing together. So let's have our song, and let's see what we want to do with this.
Love is but a song to sing, fear's the way we die. You can make the mountains ring, or make the angels cry. Though the bird is on the wing, you may not know why. Come on, people now, smile on each other, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Some may come and some may go, we will surely pass. Time is now and we are here, love will help us last. We are brightly shining sunlight, it's time for us to act. Come on, people now, smile on each other, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. We can hear the song we sing, we all understand. Listen, we hold the key to love and fear, all in our loving hands. Just one key unlocks them both, it's there at our command. Come on, people now, smile on each other, everybody get together. together, try to love one another right now. Come on, people now, smile on each other, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Right now, right now.
So stay standing if you're standing, and if you'd like to stand up and affirmation with us, I think we're not going to try to love one another right now anymore. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Let's just do it. So, our closing affirmation, are you ready? Yep. I repose in God.
I repose in God.
I am a demonstration of wholeness and oneness.
I am a demonstration of wholeness and oneness.
I keep the fire stoked.
I keep the fire stoked.
And so it is.
So it is.
Yay. Thank you, everyone.